no Jay-Z. You ain't talking money and pay me. Now you wanna F on one. Maybe I'm pulling up pretty, I'm all through the city. Lady, hey, I pull up design.
Oh, say does that start?
This game could be like a tennis match, Grant, with the ball racing from one side of the court to the other.
Yeah, B.A., you can get whiplash watching these teams run up and down the floor. They like to get it and go without any hesitation.
Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. Duren out there with Chet Holmgren. Then there's Bilal Coulibaly, and it's Nash in at point guard. Maxey, and the layup is good.
Sometimes the D likes to get physical with Maxey, but he has no back down in him.
Holmgren outside. And the big finish by Holmgren.
He challenges the defender and throws it down with two hands.
Man, just straight power on that one. Clear the deck. Now here's Bryant. Pass to Brown. And the jam by Brown.
You can tell Brown is having fun. What a phenomenal dunk artist he is.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. And it's Phoenix's ball. Coulibaly on the wing, covered by Bryant. Here's Sloan. Duren, the screen. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Now here's Maxey. Pass to Brown from deep and stolen by Holmgren. Here's Sloan. Maxey covering. Here's Nash. He drops it from range.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start for them.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Tim, watching Chet Holmgren, he brings a lot to the table.
Well, absolutely, Brian. He's got a wingspan of 7.5 feet, but still has touch from deep. It's really something to marvel at. Chet is redefining what a stretch big can be in the NBA.
Kobe Bryant, first personal foul, first team foul.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks. Yeah, Sacramento's head coach and I were able to chat briefly. Coach thinks that they can push Chet Holmgren out of the comfort zone, and he's okay with making him a jump shooter. He said on the perimeter, he may as well be any shooter. We can guard that. Once he's on the inside, though, the advantage is his. So we have to prevent that as much as we can. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks.
And when you start out shooting 80% or better as a team, you start to feel yourself a little bit, and that feeling is good.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Here's Maxey. After the basket by Phoenix on the other end. Here's Kukoc. Pass to Bryant from the arc. Hits the trifecta.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Nash. Holmgren outside. 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. The rebound by Kukoc. The Kings have gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And the coaching staff has been asking him, use your length.
Yep, not taking any chances.
His team wants to see more of that from him. Certainly has the physical tools to do it.
And so it's Phoenix with it, following the score by Sacramento. Pass to Duren. 19-footer. Rebound by Sacramento. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Sacramento foul.
Miles Turner, he's checked in for Sacramento. James comes in for Brown. And Sacramento calls their first time out of the game.
Get your Sacramento Kings rating.
Sacramento making a change here. Smith's checked in. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for the Suns. And so here's Phoenix. 4-point game. Here's Nash. Maxey covering. Pass to Ayton. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And that's just terrific body control by Ayton, setting a solid pick and then quickly getting himself open.
And here's Turner from deep. It's hauled in by Nash.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
The kick out to Johnson. Scott. Chamberlain pulls it in. And Maxey's got the ball here for the Sacramento Kings. The three is up. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Pass to Scott. To the inside. He goes up again. No good on the layup.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
Oh, the dunk by Smith.
He slammed that thing through.
A nasty two-hander. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Phoenix no good that time either. The Kings lead by 4. James, left side. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first. Phoenix has gone 1 for 5 from three-point range. A cold start. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Now here's Maxey. He's covered closely. Three-pointer, no good.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Smith. And Ayton pulls it down. Here's Scott. And that misses. That would have put him up. Here's Maxey. Misses in close. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Sacramento on top. They lead by 2. Don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Kings.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. They've got DeAndre Ayton. Johnson is out there with Chet Holmgren, and it's Person in at the 3, the small forward. Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
Smith no good. Suns trail by 4. Here's Person. Pass to Scott. And here's Ayton. Here's Scott. Shot clock at 5. The Suns need to get off a shot. Person. Second chance effort. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. The Kings lead by 4. Down low. Nene can't get it to go. To the middle. Here's Johnson. The shot's good. Johnson's gotten his first basket of the night.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Outside, Brown. Oh, look at Brown. Bang it inside.
When Brown gets the ball this close in, he knows he can finish. Just a matter of execution.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks a lot. Chet Holmgren talked about how he succeeds in spite of his slender frame. He said, you can't be afraid of contact. I'll continue to use my strengths out there, my length, being slippery, playing hard, and try to get better at my weaknesses too throughout my career. That will leave me in a good spot. Guys, back to you.
The sky is the limit for him. All right, Allie, thank you. And the Suns making a change here. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Clock at 6. On the take. Pass to Scott. He tries for 3. It's rebounded by Cage. The Kings lead by 4. Here's Owens. The 3 is up. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3. And now about a third of the way into the season. You think it's too early to talk about awards, Grant?
You know, B.A., it depends on the award, if I'm being honest. MVP and Rookie of the Year, that's way too early. Well, you can begin to see the guys who are in the running for Most Improved or Sixth Man.
The first one falls. And he sinks the second. And he nails the third.
A big man with a nice shooting stroke. You love to see it.
And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Nails it from beyond the arc. Scott's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Sacramento leading by 4. Pass to Owens. Here is Sears. And he converts the layup. Sears has got his first 2 points.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Holmgren outside. They set the pick. Inside. Here's Johnson. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Here is Sears. Pass to Owens. Shoots over Johnson. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. Johnson with a bucket. Johnson's got 6.
And after not scoring in the first, he's finally starting to get into a groove.
Sacramento calls timeout. Maxey's got the ball here for the Kings. Pass to James. Here's Chamberlain. And he jams it home with authority.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Here's Nash. Maxey covering. Some nice ball movement by Phoenix. And Sloan gets it to go.
Well, the defense needs to be better there. They gave way too much space.
All right, Tim, let's focus on Bilal Coulibaly. 6'8", 7'2" wingspan. My goodness.
And tremendous tools for a wing defender, B.A. He was a late bloomer, and he's still working on his skill level. But if that comes along, watch out.
Now here's Coulibaly. Yet to see a basket. It's stolen by James. Stolen by Coulibaly. And now the Suns fast break. The 3-ball. Up again. It's good on the putback. Holmgren's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, and along with everything else he brings, Holmgren plays with a high motor.
And there's a pick. Pass to Howard. Out to the right wing. Here's Chamberlain. Covered by Duren. Blocked! And they get it back. Good coach. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Scott's checked in for Phoenix.
Number 27.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 12-4 run. And so Ty Lue calls a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Some changes for Sacramento. Jaylen Brown comes in for Howard. And it's Bryant in for James. There's a minute 26 left in the second. Duren, the pass to Scott. Here's Nash. Drills it from deep. Nash has got 6.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Brown with it. He has 6. To the paint. Chamberlain, no good.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
That one goes in. And now it's a 6-point Suns lead.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
The Kings have gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. And Maxey, here we go. How about the motor of Tyrese Maxey, Tim? He just does not quit ever.
He's one of those guys who tracks the most miles run during games. Maxey probably wears out his shoes faster than anyone. Sharp turns, hard cuts. He's always on the move.
Tyrese Maxey taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
You really can't understate the energy Maxey brings to his game. Not just effort level, but his attitude and how that spreads to his guys out there.
Both free throws good from Maxey.
And give them credit for making a more concerted effort to get to the line this quarter.
Pass to Sloan, beyond the arc. And Bryant pulls it down. Kings trail by 4. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento. Phoenix has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. Well, Sacramento is shooting only 42%. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. And at home for the next one, it'll be Oklahoma City pulling in. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Phoenix out in front, up 4. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Coach Tyronn Lue. And, Coach, tell me more about your team's performance there in that first half.
I thought we got tired a little early, but, our pace was good. I thought we got some stops early, got out of transition, but we're doing okay.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Hi, everybody. We've got your favorite segment on tap as we check out how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
For the Suns, they knew it was going to be a tough year, and I got to say it's been hard to watch them fight, looking through all these challenges. You hope they're learning something out there, challenging times for the franchise.
And now let's talk about this game and the first half of the Phoenix Suns. A tough battle so far.
I like what they're doing. Playing with physicality, they've worked hard to gain the edge in areas like rebounding.
Yeah, that's the difference in the game.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And Maxey's got the ball here for Sacramento. They've got Tyrese Maxey. He's out there with Kobe Bryant. And it's Brown in at the small forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. And the shot goes. Koulibaly's got his first points of the night.
Not going to get a much better look than that.
Bryant against Koulibaly. Pass to Kukoc. This one for 3. Yes, sir. And it's Bryant picking up the assist.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the 2-man game right there.
Outside Koulibaly. Takes the 3. Rebound by Sacramento. Maxey feeling it out a bit. Going inside, played it in with a nice touch off the window. Maxey's got 6.
While Maxey is an elite shooter, Tyrese is at his best using his speed, going downhill.
Holmgren outside. Bullseye! Chet hitting for 3.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
That is just beautiful ball movement. Unselfish basketball.
The Suns lead by 4. Pass to Sloan with the teardrop. And the Suns get another 3.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
The Kings have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Maxey with it, now guarded by Holmgren. Kukoc, the pass to Bryant. The teardrop. It's hauled in by Nash.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious. to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And the Kings call time here.
Substituting on the court.
Kings trail by 10. There's a screen. James inside. Koulibaly defending. James attacking. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Bilal Koulibaly. When we talk about NBA wings, Legs, what are the most important skills in your mind?
Well, everybody's going to talk about scoring and also being able to defend your position. But for me, to become an elite wing, you also have to be able to create, add that escapability with your handle.
And he makes both free throws. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed.
James, first personal foul, first team foul.
Kicks it out to Holmgren. The three. Here's Duren. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points. And the Suns lead by 10. For Sacramento, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Pass to Turner. And the foul called on Chet Holmgren. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Smith right side. Just 4 to shoot. Driving to the basket. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 4 rebounds now.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Duren with a steal. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. A lot of conversation in the NBA about expansion. Commissioner Adam Silver said there are clearly markets out there that are very interested and will run through a process. I'm looking forward to it. There's an enormous amount of interest out there. It's on the league to look at it holistically. Brian?
All right, Allie, appreciate the report. That free throw good from Holmgren.
Yeah, as you know, as Holmgren adds weight and strength year after year, he just becomes a bigger problem for opponents.
Smith outside. Here he goes. And the layup falls. Smith's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Well, to stop him, you have to get better rim protection than that.
Here's Sloan. Outside Koulibaly. Duren, the screen. Inside. And the dunk by Duren.
The simple bounce pass works at any level, including the highest level.
Well, Tim, you talk about an NBA physique. Jalen Duren is absolutely shredded.
Yeah, and he defies gravity too, B.A. What I like is he understands his game. He doesn't get outside of himself. He focuses on running the floor and then getting eye level with the rim.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Suns. Scott comes in for Koulibaly. Rebounded by Johnson. The Suns lead by 14. Here's Nash. Ooh, costly foul there. That'll send him to the line for 3 free throws.
First personal foul.
And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
People were worried that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls,
the previous play is under review.
Policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
The Kings making a switch here. James is checked in. Here's Holmgren. 14 points, their largest margin of the game. Nash passes to Holmgren. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Nash. Here's Scott. They get the rebound. Here's Nash. Now Holmgren fires the 3. Counted from distance. Holmgren's got 13.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Outside Maxey. Fires from deep. Nails it from 3. Maxey's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth. Showing real confidence at the arc.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
This is what everyone wants from Holmgren. Attacking without reservation on offense.
For 3, Maxey. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Duran's got 7 rebounds in the game.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
3rd personal foul.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Suns.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
And we should also mention their work on the perimeter. They have found quality looks from deep, and they have knocked them down.
First free throw is good. Well, Grant, we know teams are hunting triples like never before. What's the line before you get a little 3 happy, though?
Well, B.A., I don't care how well you're shooting it. If you have an opportunity to get to the rim, you have to take it.
Brown with a screen. There's the drive. Sears. It's deflected. Here's Scott, defended by Brown. And the basket by Gooden.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Their offense is cooking right now, and that's because the execution has been there.
And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Scott. Here's Person. 6 to shoot. Now here's Ayton. Here's Scott. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the pump fake. Here's Sears. And Ayton pulls it down.
The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
Pass to Scott. To the middle. And Ayton gets it to go. Ayton's got his 2nd basket.
Like a matador. Olé! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
At the end of the 3rd quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Phoenix out. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. On the court for the Suns, getting the 4th quarter going. Holmgren is out there with DeAndre Ayton. Then there's Johnson, and it's Scott in at the point. And they tell players, your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less, Grant.
And, you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort, and in some cases, you're talking legacy. You know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career. Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the 2nd half.
Here's Maxey. Phoenix grabs the miss. Holmgren's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Person. Holmgren outside. Launches it. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner. Well, the Kings shooting right at 35%. Not getting what they want out there. And here's Owens outside. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Here's Scott to the inside. Here's Person. Off target from outside.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Maxey, that's good.
After a rough first half, it's good to see him start to put the pieces together here.
Here's Scott. Pass to Person. Let's go with a three. The rebound by Turner.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And with players now able to earn money at the collegiate level, what does that do for the NBA legs?
Well, I do think overall it's a good thing. As a former college athlete myself, I love to see these guys get rewarded, and possibly you get to the league, you're a little bit more polished and grown up.
Bottom line is you may have made some money, but when you have a chance to play against the best of the best, that's why you go pro.
There's nothing like it.
Here's Nash. Maxey covering. Holmgren with a screen on Maxey. Nash passes to Holmgren. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix. Kings trail by 21. Down low. And stolen by Holmgren. Outside Johnson. Inside. Here's Holmgren. Oh, he gets it to go. 7 of 13 now.
No, I love the resilience. After struggling in the first half, he has turned it on.
Outside Maxey. Here's the pick. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Off the mark from 16 feet. Here's Johnson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they are making something very difficult look simple right now.
Right side Maxey. Pass to Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
Okay, Miles. Getting aggressive and jamming it in.
And Ty Lue has called a timeout. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Kings going with a whole new group out there. Here's Nash, and he has been an absolute maestro for them.
The next assist will be his 10th. This is why guys love to play alongside him.
Got a hand on it. A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. The three from Holmgren. Good. And that basket makes him 8 for 14 for the game.
Well, he's gotten his rhythm now. He's really looking comfortable in the second half.
Picked by Smith. Looking to end this cold spell. Rejected by Holmgren.
He times his blocks almost perfectly. Holmgren stands his ground and forces the shooter to commit first.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
And in recent years, Legs, we're seeing a lot of young teams having success. Also, depth playing big dividends. What's changed?
Well, I think with today's up-tempo style, more players have to cover more ground. It just makes sense that younger, deeper teams are better equipped to handle all that wear and tear.
Young players seem to be more welcome, too, in the NBA culture.
No doubt. They're going to get an opportunity sooner.
Pass to Duren. Here's Nash. sinks that one from the post. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Kings. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Koulibaly. Here's Sloan. Pass to Duran. Over Howard. Cashes it in from 11 feet.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Bryant outside. And here's Howard. Brown, a screen on Holmgren. Here's Howard. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup.
Let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Suns.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And they pick up their fourth win of the year. Every victory so sweet in the association. And what a huge performance it was for Chet Holmgren.
Yeah, I mean, he was a force on the glass. Just incredible effort.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Yeah, it's too little, too late at this point, but at least they have something to build on going forward.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. Pass to Maxey. There's the three. Fires in the triple. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Scott. Maxey covering. Outside Johnson. Here's Scott. 6 on the shot clock. And the ball out of play. The Kings will have it.
And even when you've got some room for error, you hate to see this. Miscommunication resulting in the turnover.
11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory. They controlled the game and took the crowd completely out of it. That's how you win on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks, for Grant Hill.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. RJ will be keeping an eye on the front courts in this one, specifically the matchup at the center position.
Yeah, and let's remember, there were some years where people thought centers were becoming obsolete, and now they might be the most important position in this league.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Brandon Miller out there with Bay. Then there's Peyton. Then it's Ball, and it's Olajuwon in at the 5.
You have to love the approach Peyton takes to the game. An exceptional passer who does a great job with distributing the basketball.
The 11-footer, the putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And those are exactly the kinds of plays that can spark a team. Just solid work down in the paint.
The drive by James. The kick out to Brown. Pass to James. 6 to shoot. Chamberlain with a screen on Peyton. Poked away. It's taken away by Peyton. Ball, the pass to Bay. Out to Peyton. It's Miller on the way. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Bay, no good. And it's Sacramento's ball. 4-point game. And James throws it down hard.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play. Brought to you by AT&T. Back to Ball. Bay with the screen for Ball. To the paint. The shot's good from Bay.
Good creation by Ball off that pick and roll. He can find clever ways to beat the defense.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, I was able to talk with Sacramento's head coach. Coach told me, quote, "Our success defensively in this one hinges on how we guard LaMelo Ball." He continued, not only is Ball a 3-level scorer, he's a top-tier passer with excellent court vision. And we've got to do our best to make him uncomfortable out there. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Maxey against Ball. Kukoc, a screen on Ball. Maxey passes to Kukoc. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle in the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Greg, you talk about some players passing the eye test. LaMelo is one of those guys.
I mean, everything he does looks so easy with how he moves, and the numbers back up what the eye sees. He raises the level of his team whenever he's on the court.
Ball kicks to Miller. Pass to Olajuwon. Lets the 3 fly. Miller, no up. For Sacramento, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Chamberlain with a screen on Miller. Brown dishes to Chamberlain. And Chamberlain with the stop.
Love to see Brown facilitate out of a pick and roll, and I'm sure his coach feels the same way.
Chicago trailing here. Here's Olajuwon. And it's Olajuwon with the jam.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
And timeout called by Lenny Wilkins. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Some changes for Sacramento. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Kukoc. Smith comes in for Brown. And Owen subbed in for James. Here's Maxey. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Turning on the Jets, Maxey found the lane and made them pay.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Trailing by 2. And Maxey with the basket on the assist by Turner. Maxey's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
How about the feel and the awareness he had there, finding his teammate behind the defense on the break.
Pass to Winters. There's 1:59 left to play here in the first. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. J.R. Smith picks one up. Now it's still early in the season, Greg, but we're getting an idea about which direction teams are headed in.
So true, but so much can change between now and the end of the schedule. So the most important thing at this stage, building momentum heading towards midseason.
Now Owens. Pass to Smith. Turner with the screen for Smith. And Smith with the stuff.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And again, no good by Chicago. Pass to Maxey. On the wing, Turner. Chamberlain a screen to the inside and stolen by Payton. And they're moving it up. For the 3. Rebound by Smith. Kings leading now by 4. They double-team Chamberlain. Owens. Yes, and a nice assist from Chamberlain.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Bulls have gone just a shade under 50% of the field. 5 of 11. There's 39 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Here's Sears. That's a 2 from Smith. The wing jumper off target. Miller against Smith. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. So that... will be his 2nd foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. For Chicago, they have been perfect at the line. So far, albeit just 2 for...
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
Both free throws good for Miller.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Here's the screen. Over in the corner, Turner. And that does it for the first quarter. Kings ahead. They lead by 4. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
Sacramento leading by 4. So for Chicago right now, we've got George. He's out there with Miller. And it's Benjamin in at the 5 down low. The shot's good from Smith.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him. And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Pass to James. He can't get that one to fall. Chicago trails by 5. Here's Winter. And the 3 off target. Down low. It's tipped. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, many have predicted an all-star future for Brandon Miller. He said, I don't really read anything like that. I just focus on what I can do today. It's all about the work. That's the only way to get better. I just came in with the mindset of making my team better and being a winning player. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Sears. Here's Nene. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work in the glass. You literally practice that every day.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Bays checked in for George. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Inside, Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Well, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see. And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Bay. Sinks the triple. Bay's got 5 points so far.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
Chamberlain a screen. James, the pass to Chamberlain. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
And that's just too easy. The size, strength, length. No way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that close.
Bay's wide open, and he fires. And the Bulls, another 3.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance. Nice feed inside, saw the play develop and hit him right when he needed to.
And here is James. Pass to Maxey. Over Jokic. Good ball movement here by the Kings. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg. Everybody. On that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Substituting on the court.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Payton passes to Bay. And here is Ball. He's covered by Maxey. And it's Ball. That time on the assist by Bay. Ball's got it all tied up now for Chicago. And here's James. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. Next game, they'll take on the Pacers in Indianapolis at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Count it. Good. James has got 4 this quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Outside, Payton. Back to Ball. Sinks that one from the post. Ball's got 5 now.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jumper.
Maxey against Ball. Kukoc a screen on Ball. Maxey can't hit from in close.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Ball, the pass to Benjamin. Bay with the screen for Payton. Pocket 6. This one for 3. That's checked in for Sacramento. Owens comes in for James. Chicago making a switch here. And timeout called by Lenny Wilkins. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Chamberlain's checked in for Kukoc. So the Bulls, the last game, a win against Atlanta. Brown outside. And he makes good on his first shot of the game. And the Kings lead by 2.
There is zero hesitation from Brown. This man is always ready to fire.
And Richard, I'll say this. Jaylen Brown's often at the heart of a debate about what his true value is. I think it's immense.
Oh, I don't know what the debate is. I don't know the difference between megastar, superstar, but he is a proven all-star, an all-NBA player, and a finals MVP.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Ball from long range. Sacramento grabs the miss. Chamberlain got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
What an adjustment by Maxey. That will be available.
Payton from outside. A rebound by Wilt Chamberlain. Chamberlain got his 6th rebound on the night. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Brown the pass to Chamberlain, and Chamberlain with the stuff.
How about the body control and just the sheer athletic prowess of Chamberlain on that one?
Chicago trails by 8. Outside, Ball. 3-pointer, Payton. Sacramento grabs the miss. Chamberlain got 7 rebounds in the game.
And this is the type of game you just throw away as a player. He has yet to score a point and looks completely flustered.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Kicks it out to Maxey. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Substituting on the court.
Here's Olajuwon. Chamberlain with the block. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Payton from outside. And so it's Sacramento in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
I'm joined by Coach Mazzulla. Joe, what was the focus out there offensively?
We just got to fight for our spacing. We have to fight the screen. We have to fight to create advantages. It's two great teams playing against each other, and you're going to have to earn it. And so we just got to do a better job creating separation on the offensive end and fight for our great spacing.
Seems like an easy fix. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. Much appreciated. Halftime now, and we'll be back to get the third quarter underway in just a moment.
And thank you for joining us, as with 2 quarters in the books, it's looking good for the Sacramento Kings.
Some teams just play slow and methodical. These guys have taken the F1 approach. Faster, faster.
Didn't know you were into race cars, big fella. You taking me to Monaco?
I got room on the plane, Ernie.
Oh, let's just drive. All right, now, still early on, but let's check out the Western Conference standings.
And taking a look at the Kings, they've been one of the bigger disappointments so far in the early goings. Some people thought they might be an elite team, and we haven't seen that at all. But the good news is there's still plenty of room and time to turn it around.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin Harlan and crew, with the second half.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Sacramento leading by 8. Chamberlain is out there with Kukoc. Then there's Jaylen Brown. Then it's James. And it's Maxey in at the 1 spot. They're the group for Lenny Wilkins starting the second half. Payton outside. Floats one. Ball with it. Shot clock at 5. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Ball's got 7 points in the game. And GA, you know, some people argue that defense has declined in recent years. Would you agree?
I think mostly it's just harder to defend in today's game. You have to cover so much more ground, and with the lack of physicality, it just makes it more challenging. Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
There's a good screen. Ball kicks to Payton. Pass to Olajuwon. Outside, ball. Miller outside. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside. You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
Payton gets the bucket.
The shot from Payton right now, so pure. Even without a lot of time to get set, he's able to make that one look so smooth.
And here's Maxey outside. Again, the miss by the Kings.
You love to see the competitive fire, but he couldn't sink that revenge triple.
Out to Payton for 3. It's hauled in by the Kings. They've led by as much as 10.
Just an ugly show for him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Here's James. Here's Chamberlain, and it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Payton finds Olajuwon. Back to Payton. Bay with the screen for Payton. To the middle. And with that shot, the Sacramento lead is cut to just 5 points in the basket from Bay.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
On the wing, Kukoc launches a three, and the three ball is good. Kukoc has got 7 points in the game.
A legitimate threat to burn you outside. Kukoc understands when he should take that shot.
Olajuwon on the wing. Turner covering. Olajuwon passes the ball. And Ball slams it in.
Get up, LaMelo. These Ball brothers can fly.
Here's Owens. It's rebounded by Payton. And so Payton will bring it up for Chicago. 6-point game. They host the Spurs after this one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Four on the shot clock. The kick out to Ball. Sacramento grabs the miss. Smith on the wing, covered by Payton. Turner with a screen on Payton. Here's Smith. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
George is checked in for Bay.
What's up?
Chicago trails by 9. Now, here's Ball. 9 points in the game so far. And George with the stuff.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Pass to Smith. Going inside. It's good. Smith's got 5 points now in the quarter.
He took it right to the rack, and look, there's no one that can stop him.
And stolen by Owen. All going up court. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Owens has got the lead up to 11 now for Sacramento. And for the Kings.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you. Commissioner Adam Silver was asked about the wildest ideas thrown around in the league office. He said, well, one thing that's been discussed is potentially 2 free throws for a foul on a 3-point shot. I don't think we'd do it in the last 2 minutes of the game, but that's something interesting. Kevin, back to you.
Not a bad idea. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Kukoc. It's hauled in by George.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And with that shot, the Sacramento lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Ball. Here's Sears. Still scoreless. Turner with a screen on Ball. Olajuwon with the rebound. Olajuwon's got 4 rebounds in this game. Miller and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Found some space to get off the mid-range, and he'll do damage from there if you let him.
The Kings leading now by 4. Here's Sears. To the inside. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Kukoc has got 9.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Sears. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Kings lead by 8. 12 seconds left to play in the third. Now Ball from the arc. Sinks the three-pointer. Ball's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Kings lead by 5. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
3 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. So for Chicago right now, we've got George, also Sadiq Bey out there, and it's Peyton in at the point guard position. Bey against Kukoc. Pulls up on the wing. Bey, no good. Sacramento leading by 5. Here's Sears. And that's collected by Peyton.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Pass to George. Bey with a screen on Smith. Here's Bey. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Kings. They've led by as many as 11 points.
The D has to respect his range. He made 2 in the first half, and he's capable of draining even more here in the second.
Smith the pass to Cade. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Here's Peyton. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. The Kings leading. Here's Smith driving in, and Smith with the stuff.
Not just being selfless, but also smart with the ball. Brown is able to find the best guy for the right shot.
Here's Peyton, and count it from 19 feet away. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Here's Sears. Pass to Kukoc. The tray. And they'll get another chance. Here's the screen. Here's Brown. And the dunk by Brown.
Look, it can be simple. Read the defense, call the play. Brown can really do it all.
And here's Peyton. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They trail by 9 points.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. George against Smith. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And the Kings lead by 9.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. On the floor for the Kings. Bulls making a switch here. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession, make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you for that.
He's a small guy with big hops. Maxey goes up high for that finish.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Ball dishes to Elijah-Wan. Pass to Winters. There's Miller with the three. Hits the three-point bomb.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second. Kings
leading now by 8. And here is James driving the lane, and the shot goes in.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Winners the pass to Bay. Strong move off the glass.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Chamberlain down low. He's against the Wijuan. It's off target.
And that's an important rebound, especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
Down he goes for three.
And that is a big-time basket. LaMelo entered the league at 19 with such high expectations. This young man ball is used to the spotlight.
Maxey into the lane.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammates.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. And some changes here for the Kings. Jaylen Brown comes in for Turner. And J.R. Smith's subbed in for Howard. And a change for the Bulls. Payton's checked in.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Chamberlain is free. James. One-handed.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agree. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now Miller jacks up a three. Tried for the putback, but can't get it to go.
First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Sacramento, J.R. Smith. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that'll push the lead to double digits. Smith hits them both. Chicago trails by 11. Outside ball. Now Miller shoots the three. Knocks down the three.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Now Maxey fires the three, and it doesn't go. 1:09 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Miller. Ball. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
The ball goes to the other team.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Wilt Chamberlain picks one up.
A tricky play from Payton inside, taking his offense into the defense and making sure he got the whistle.
And so Lenny Wilkins calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. It's the first that narrows the gap to 7. And a tough break is a second attempt at the line. No good.
They need everything they can get right now. Can't leave points on the table.
Man, that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
Bay with a screen on James. Now Bay finishes inside on the nice dish. James with it. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Maxey against Ball. Now Smith for three. Well, a careless foul, and he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
3 shots. 3 shots.
So the first of 3 is good, and that stretches their lead to 8. And the second free throw drops, and it's a 9-point ball game here. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
The 3 goes down. From outside, and down goes the 3. And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.
Al, Chris Crack, Casdini. Pull up with a Salvador and a cold kid, man. Soon as Vince is strolling, know the business. When I was young, had goals and ambitions. Somewhere along the road, codependence on the pole position. Grew up without a boulder. My father going missing. Mom working 2 jobs to make sure we had a loaded fridge. No rotors in the crib and a stove in the kitchen. Y'all stay repeating how y'all clothes dripping. As a kid, my clothes drip, cause my mother had to wash my school fit and line dry them every night, cause they the only ones I owned that it fit. So in the morning, pull the uniform from